Why do most men over 50 insist on dressing like marshmallows wrapped in shiny nylon? It is a tragedy of silhouette. As we age, gravity takes its toll. The shoulders drop, the waist thickens, and the posture softens. The solution is not a gym membership, it is architecture. A great coat is not a blanket, it is a mobile structure designed to rebuild your physique. It restores the V-taper you lost a decade ago. It turns a softening body into a fortress of authority. Today, we reject the shapeless utility of the modern puffer jacket. Instead, we examine the four pillars of masculine outerwear: the polo, the peacoat, the field jacket, and the trench. Gentlemen, it is time to stop dressing for warmth and start dressing for stature. Welcome to the architecture of outerwear. Pillar 1. The Titan, the polo coat. We begin with the heavyweight champion of the sartorial world. Pillar number 1. The Titan, the Camel Polo Coat. If the standard black overcoat is the uniform of the anonymous employee, the polo coat is the uniform of the tycoon. Historically, this garment was born on the playing fields of the British Empire, worn by polo players waiting between chukkas to keep their muscles warm. It was never designed for the clerk. It was designed for the athlete aristocrat. For the man over 50, this coat is your most powerful tool for visual volume. As we age, we often shrink. We lose mass in the chest and shoulders. The polo coat artificially reconstructs this mass. It is invariably double-breasted. This is non-negotiable. The double layer of fabric across the torso acts as a chest plate, instantly adding 2 inches of visual depth to your profile. The oversized peak lapels sweep upward like architectural spires, directing the viewer's eye towards your shoulders, making them appear broader and more formidable than they actually are. But the true genius of the Titan lies in its color: camel. We are talking about that rich, honey gold hue of natural camel hair. Most men over 50 make the fatal error of wearing dark coats, black, charcoal, navy, thinking they are slimming. In reality, dark coats near the face can drain the complexion, highlighting dark circles and wrinkles. Camel is different. It acts as a portable lighting rig. The warm, golden tones of the fabric reflect a soft, flattering light up onto the jawline and face, counteracting the graying effect of age. It makes you look rested, vibrant, and expensive. Look for the signifiers of legitimacy. A true polo coat must have turn-back cuffs, gauntlet cuffs, a remnant of its sporting past. It must have a martingale belt, a half belt at the back that nips in the waist, creating a powerful silhouette even from behind. And crucially, it must have length. It should hit below the knee. When you walk, the heavy fabric should swing with a kinetic energy. This swish is the sound of authority. Wearing this coat requires a shift in mindset. It is not for blending in. When you walk into a room wearing a camel polo coat, you are the focal point. It pairs just as magnificently with a charcoal suit as it does with a cream turtleneck and jeans. It says, "I am not here to apply for the job. I am here to buy the company." Pillar 2. The Mariner, the Peacoat. From the expansive luxury of the polo coat, we move to the condensed power of pillar number 2, the mariner, the Navy Peacoat. If the polo coat is about commanding the room, the peacoat is about commanding the elements. It is the most kinetic, action-oriented garment in a man's wardrobe. Born on the decks of 18th-century naval frigates, this coat was engineered for sailors who needed to climb rigging and battle Atlantic gales. For the man over 50, it is the ultimate anti-aging device. Why? Because long coats, while elegant, can sometimes feel heavy or static. The peacoat is cropped. It hits at the hip. By raising your visual center of gravity, it exposes the full length of your legs, making you appear taller, more agile, and physically capable. It suggests that you are still in the game, not watching from the sidelines. The architecture of the peacoat is built on the principle of the fortress. It is cut from heavy, dense Melton wool, a fabric so tightly felted that it is virtually windproof and waterproof. It does not drape, it stands. This rigidity is your ally. It creates a structured, boxy silhouette that essentially erases the midsection. If you have developed a slight paunch or softness around the waist, the peacoat makes it vanish behind a wall of double-breasted navy wool. It gives you the torso of a linebacker, regardless of your actual gym attendance. The defining feature, however, is the collar. It is massive by modern standards. This is the Ulster collar, designed to be popped up to cover the ears. And gentlemen, you must pop it. When a man over 50 turns up the collar of a peacoat, it frames the face, hiding a softening jawline or an aging neck, and directs all attention to the eyes. It creates an aura of rugged mystery, reminiscent of Robert Redford in 3 Days of the Condor, or Steve McQueen on a motorcycle. It is the look of a man on a mission. Do not mistake this for a casual jacket. While it is less formal than a suit, it is far more dignified than a zipper front fleece. The buttons are key, large, anchor motif buttons made of horn or heavy plastic. They provide a military rhythm to the chest. The color must be navy, not black, which looks like security personnel, but a midnight navy so deep it absorbs the light. When wearing the mariner, keep the bottom button undone to allow for movement. Pair it with heavy selvage denim or gray flannel trousers and a chunky cable-knit sweater. This is not a coat for a delicate silk tie. It demands texture. It demands grit. It is the perfect weekend armor for the man who wants to look rugged, capable, and timelessly cool. It tells the world that while you may have achieved success, you have not lost your edge. Pillar 3, the Landowner, the field jacket. We leave the high seas and the boardrooms to enter the quiet dignity of the country estate. Pillar number 3, the Landowner, the waxed field jacket. If the peacoat is the armor of the sea, the field jacket is the armor of the land. It signals a shift in mindset from conquering to stewarding. This is the aesthetic of the British aristocracy on a Tuesday morning. It is not designed for the frantic pace of the stock market, but for the slow, deliberate inspection of one's property. For the man over 50, this jacket offers something that no other garment can: the nobility of decay. We live in an era obsessed with the new, the pristine, and the synthetic. Modern technical outerwear, your Gore-Tex and bright nylon shells, looks sterile. It has no soul. It makes a mature man look like a confused tourist or an oversized toddler. The field jacket, constructed from heavy, thorn-proof waxed cotton, is the antidote. It is organic. It breathes. It smells of paraffin wax, rain, and wet leaves. The magic of this jacket lies in patina. A brand new wax jacket looks suspicious. It looks like you just bought the costume. But as you wear it, through storms, through woods, throwing it into the back of the Land Rover, the wax cracks and creases. The fabric lightens at the stress points, the elbows, the pockets. It develops a map of your life. For a man over 50, this is profound. It aligns with your own face. It says that wrinkles and scars are not defects. They are proof of survival and character. You are not aging. You are developing a patina. Structurally, the Landowner is a masterclass in utilitarian luxury. Look for the bellows pockets. Massive, expandable hip pockets, originally designed to hold shotgun shells or small game, but now perfect for a book, a flask, or a tablet. Look for the corduroy collar. That soft velvet ridges against the neck provide a tactile comfort that contrasts beautifully with the cold, stiff waxed cotton. How do you wear this without looking like a gamekeeper? The secret is high-low context. Do not wear it with Wellington boots and a flat cap unless you are actually hunting. Instead, throw it over a sharp navy suit on a rainy Tuesday in the city. The contrast between the rugged, battered outerwear and the refined tailoring underneath is the ultimate old money power move. It suggests that you treat your expensive suit with a casual indifference. Or pair it with white jeans and chukka boots for a weekend drive. This jacket tells the world that you have moved beyond the need to impress with flash. You value longevity. You value things that last. In a disposable world, the man in the waxed field jacket is a monument to permanence. Pillar 4. The mystery. The trench coat. Finally, we arrive at the most cinematic garment in history. Pillar number 4. The mystery. The trench coat. While the other coats in our arsenal are about physical dominance or rugged utility, the trench coat is about narrative. It is the uniform of the spy, the private detective, and the man with a secret. When a man over 50 puts on a trench, he is not merely protecting himself from the rain. He is stepping into a noir film. He channels the ghost of Humphrey Bogart in Casablanca or Alain Delon in Le Samouraï. It adds a layer of dangerous sophistication that a simple umbrella can never achieve. Structurally, the trench coat is the architect of the waist. This is its greatest gift to the mature man. As we age, the midsection naturally thickens and the torso becomes blocky. The trench coat, with its belt, allows you to carve out an artificial waistline. By cinching the fabric tightly around the middle, you force the material to flare out at the hips and broaden at the shoulders, instantly recreating the coveted hourglass or V-shaped silhouette. You are sculpting your own body with fabric. However, there are strict rules of engagement here. The trench coat is a military instrument, born in the mud of World War I. But it must be worn with a specific sprezzatura, studied carelessness. Rule number 1. Never, under any circumstances, use the buckle on the belt. That looks fussy and obedient. Instead, tie the belt in a messy double knot at the front. If the coat is open, knot the belt behind your back to pull the silhouette tight. This signals that you are too busy to fiddle with buckles. You are a man of action. Pay attention to the hardware. A proper trench must have epaulets on the shoulders, originally for rank insignia, which add crucial bulk to the upper body. It must have a gun flap on the chest. to cushion the recoil of a rifle and direct rain away. It must have D-rings on the belt, originally for grenades. These are not decorations. They are fossils of history. Regarding color, avoid black. Black trenches look like 1990s sci-fi villains. Choose the classic stone or honey beige. This lighter color creates a high contrast against the gray pavement and dark skies, ensuring you are the protagonist of the scene. The trench coat turns bad weather into an asset. A sunny day is fine, but a rainy night in a trench coat is an event. It gives the man over 50 an air of intrigue. It makes people wonder where you have been, and more importantly, where you are going. It is the ultimate cloak of mystery. Gentlemen, look at your reflection. Are you wearing a plastic shell or a suit of armor? The world treats a man in a parka like a pedestrian. It treats a man in a polo coat like a protagonist. You do not need a closet full of options. You need one titan. You need a garment that restructures your reality and commands the room before you even speak. When you step out into the cold, do not just cover yourself, frame yourself. Because at your age, presence is the only currency that matters. Stop dressing for the weather report. Start dressing for the legacy you are building. The architecture is waiting.